Now to find that place on the map. By the stairs. On the right side. Okay, here we go. Holy crap! They did some type of ritual in here or something. Okay.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
I hope she's alright. Dang. Okay, time to go to the attic. Maybe that's why I kept hearing sounds coming from the ceiling. Sam, I'll always remember what we had. Stay strong, kick ass. I love you, Lonnie.
Oh my God. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the 3rd one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being a part and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Thank God, I thought she'd killed herself. So this whole time you think something sinister is gonna happen, and... oh, it's really sweet. Well, I'm gonna ruin all these photos, but oh well. Well, they're already developed.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person. that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love, Sam.
I loved this game. This was good. It's bittersweet. I mean, it's sad, but the way they built up to this game and the gameplay, it makes you assume something really sinister has happened. I mean, with the first voicemail that we hear with Lonnie, it makes her assume that something really horrible has happened. Or maybe that's just plottiness that makes me think that, because usually that's what you expect from this type of story. But she ran off with this girl that she loved, and you know, it's sad but kind of sweet at the same time, and I think it does a great job of depicting, even though this isn't, you know, the main point, I think, of the story. I think it's just about love and about youth. I think they did a great job of depicting the struggles that gay individuals go through, especially because, you know, this is really close to my heart because it happened when I was really young, and when my exposure to, you know, this kind of stuff was just very, like, I was very sheltered back then. So, you know, in the 90s, I think some of the first memories I had of, like, the gay community back then was, like, when I went to the Keys, and my parents said, if you see two people holding hands here, that are the same sex, that it's bad, but I hope you don't feel uncomfortable. I mean, that's the words that my parents said to me. They're like, you know, there's a lot of people of the same sex here that hold hands and kiss, but it's bad. And that was like the first time I'd ever heard of the gay community, you know? And I was thinking to myself, oh my god, I want to meet the gay people in the Keys. And I kept looking for them, hoping to meet people like me, but I didn't know how to identify them. So I probably did meet a lot of gay people there, but I didn't, you know, see anyone holding hands or kissing. But yeah, it's just, this is really cool. I mean, especially, I don't think, I mean, the writer of this game is a guy. I don't know if he's gay, but he did a fantastic job of just depicting this. I mean, this is so relatable to me, you know? Gosh, it must have been so hard to run away and have a life with someone back then. I mean, back then I just had no idea that people did that, you know? I remember when gay people had some of the first marriages, when I saw a news article on that, and I saw it on my kitchen table in my parents' house, and I think that was in probably middle school when I saw this. I grabbed the news article and ran off to my room to read it, because I didn't want to read it where my parents could see me reading it. And, oh man, I was so emotional when I read that first article about, when I realized that, gay people could have families. That was the first time that I sat down and realized that people could have kids, that they could have a normal life. And here I was the whole time thinking that I would have to hide who I was my entire life. And God, this is, I mean, and I know so many amazing straight people that have played this game and they love it just because it has a great story and the character happens to be gay. You know, it doesn't shove gay politics down your throat. It just is a story of one girl who, went through a bit of a struggle with her parents and ran off with her high school crush. And it's just a beautiful and tender story, and I don't know how much more I can say about it. Gosh, this is definitely something that's going to stick with me for a while. Wow. Really good and really well done. I have to give it to the writer of this game and the developers of this game. You did a fantastic job, especially, thank God there are writers that are trying to give gay individuals exposure in stories like this, because literally this might be a lifesaver for some kid, because the first times I was exposed to the gay community, it was a lifesaver for me. It was me realizing I'm not alone. I'm not the only one that's a freak, and I'm not a freak, but I think this is going to be so encouraging for gay gamers playing this game and being able to relate to her story. Damn, that was really good. Definitely feel emotional, because this is really real to me. Man. Yeah, but I think I'm done ranting. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this game, and let me know if you have any other short indie games that you would love for me to play on this channel. Thank you all. I should go.